everybody, we are here with director and co-writer Jason Eisener, uh, and he has a project coming called Kids versus Aliens, and that's in theaters and on demand January 20th. And Jason, how are you?
Good. Glad to be here. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for coming on. Can you tell us a little bit about Kids versus Aliens?
Yeah, it's my second feature film. My first film being Hobo with a Shotgun, and it's been like almost like 12 years since I made a movie. So this has been like a major passion project of mine, something I've been so excited about. It was inspired by a short film I made 10 years ago called Slumber Party Alien Abduction. That was part of an anthology movie called VHS 2. And ever since that happened, we always kind of dreamed and kind of kept it in the back of our minds the idea of turning it into a feature film. And so it was, geez, about like a year and a half ago, Brad Miska, one of the producers of the VHS movies, reached out to me, and we started talking about the idea of turning that short into a feature. And he pitched it to Mark Ward and RLJE, who loved it, and he loved the short film, and he really wanted to see like an R-rated kids movie, and he really wanted to see me make another film. And so, without even a script, he like greenlit it, and within like 5 months, we like wrote it, and we were in prep, and then we were shooting it, and
Wow,
yeah, it was crazy.
that's well. First of all, a huge fan of Hobo with a Shotgun.
Oh, right
Um,
on. Thank you.
that that movie is just nuts.
It
And
was, yeah, the one of the craziest moments of my life, that's for sure.
it was with Rutger Hauer. My God,
Whew,
um,
yeah, it was amazing.
you and you have this crazy like grindhouse aesthetic going on. But what? How did you develop this look, and what would you call it? I mean, aside from what I just called it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of it's inspired by so much of the things that like I grew up on. I am like a kid of the 80s, and I just I've always been attracted to um like having colors in work, whether I'm drawing or making a movie. It's always just like filled with color. And it's I try to think about where it came from, and I think part of it came from my love of 80s wrestling, where the mentality, the designers of the costumes of for the wrestlers were thinking about kids and trying to attract like a kid's like imagination, and so they would use all these like prime color combinations because if they made action figures and merchandise, it would really attract kids' attention.
Mhm.
And so I try to apply that thinking kind of to my own work, and also just growing up where I'm from in Nova Scotia. I've always been attracted to like the colors of like fishing boats and just like folk art that's like super colorful from back home. But I and then like I guess I don't know, I like in terms of like the craziness of like the of my movies, like I just I don't know. For every scene that I do, I'm like trying to give it like my all, and I'm trying to fill it up with as much like energy and as much personality as I can. And I almost want every scene in my movies to like stand on their own, as like could just live like as their own little separate thing. So yeah, I don't know. It's all from all the things I grew up and all the movies and action figures and things that I played with still inspire me like to this day.
Right. And when did you shoot and where?
We shot this. It was, hold on. It was December of 2021 is when we shot the movie, uh, and we shot it in my hometown in Dartmouth, Nova Scotia, the same place where we shot my first feature, Hobo with a Shotgun. So making this movie was kind of like getting the old band back together, and a lot of the people who worked on that movie worked on Kids versus Aliens.
Wow. Yeah, well, the energy definitely carries over. Um
Oh, thank you.
yeah, for sure. The cast is mostly kids.
hmm
So how was that working with them. It's always there's so many hoops that you got to jump through uh,
Yeah.
with kids on set. But how did you keep things fun, and how did you make it work?
Yeah, like I I wanted the energy on set to be really fun, so I made a conscious effort to make sure there was no cranky old people on set, so that there was no one that was going to bring any like bad vibes or give anyone like anxiety. And I kind of like tried to protect the set so that when the kids were there, they could just feel comfortable and feel at ease so that they could bring things to it. Like I was just so cautious of like their feelings and wanting to make sure that they felt like they could, have fun and offer ideas, and that it was a safe space to like to shoot out any idea, and I would listen to it, and we would jam on it. And I made it a rule on set, for them to, like be as bad as they want, I just encourage like the kids to be bad and bring that kind of bad energy to the movie.
But what is bad anyway?
Yeah, I know,
Um,
right?
so, are you a horror guy or more of a genre guy?
I guess more of a genre guy, I guess. I love all movies, but I guess the stories that I'm attracted to telling are usually within the genre.
Hmm. And why is that so attractive to you? I mean, what's so fun about
Um, I guess I love the ability to kind of create a heightened universe, and like I've kind of created like a universe for my movies that has like this like energy to it that could be different than a dramatic film, or I don't know. But like I guess I'm just like I love like I've always, the movies that I love are like the ones that just I don't know really like capture my attention and have energy and like personality to them. And I guess like the genre just like creates a space where um you know crazy high concept ideas can flourish.
Yeah, like yeah, it's definitely a place that you can just, you know, go crazy.
Yeah, just like let it all out, and that's kind of yeah what I like to do.
Awesome. So, well, you know what? My next question, the opening of the film, okay, was a lot of fun with the swords and the dinosaurs. But
Oh yes.
so, what I want to know is, are you going to make a film out of that
I
with the big
would.
showdown with a dinosaur at the end?
Gosh, I think it would be amazing if I had like the time and the money and the means for it. It would be so cool to give kids like that the reins to like make a movie. Like if you could give like a bunch of kids like some money so that you could help them like build like they could build some props and costumes and do like set pieces, like that would be a dream is just produce something where kids could like have a budget to like bring their imagination to life. I always feel like I'm just trying to protect like the inner kid in me, and I'm always my favorite ideas are the ones that I feel come from like the inner kid in me. And if someone had given me money when I was a kid to make a movie, like it would have been crazy, and the logic would have of it would have been nuts, but it would have been cool. So I don't know. I'd love to see something like that.
Yeah, definitely for sure. What do you have coming next?
Right now I'm just writing. I'm writing another movie, and I've got a couple other things like in development. But yeah,
We're
just
not going to
trying
have to
to.
wait another 12 years, are we?
I hope not. It's a miracle that any movie can get made, and I
Yeah.
definitely have spent so many years trying to get movies made. Like I've taken, gosh, like probably close to 10, into development, and it's so hard to push them over the line. So I'm just gonna keep trying like every single day, like I have been, and hopefully, people like this movie, they talk about it, and that will help me to get another one made.
Well, it sounds like you have a friend at RLJE, so
Oh yeah, yes. Mark Ward has been so supportive. If we just make movies together forever, that'd be awesome.
see? Come on, let's make it
Yeah,
happen. I
yeah.
want more I want more hobos and dinosaurs.
Oh, awesome.
All right, man. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me today, Jason. And everybody, check out Kids versus Aliens. It's a hoot. And yeah, that comes out January 20th,
Yes,
and in theaters too, in theaters on demand and digital.
check
So
it out.
so check it out. Jason, thank you so much, and best of luck on this release.
Yes, thank you so much, Norman.
All right, buddy. Take care.
You too.